How you do? Back on the bench again. We're doing some chimney aprons and bits and pieces today. Let's get set up and go. Got a little friend answering questions and generally giving us technical issues, as always. My little friend slash wife. Trouble and strife. So I'm using oxygen and propylene. I've got a dedicated propylene propane regulator and hoses. And nozzle. So we're going to set up, we're going to let our propylene through to regs. And then 5 psi flow. Repeat on oxygen. Now good to go. Need a bigger workshop.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up to you too. I did mention I need a bigger workshop, didn't I? Right. Get in your place. Let's start with Gibby Road. Success. One of those. Scribbles. Yeah, those. Oh, only half aprons. Sweet. Are you sign languaging me? Moaning at me about taking my gloves off and touching the paper?
And then touching it again.
And then touching it again. Toxicity. Okay, let's go. I'll guess this because I didn't get given a measurement. I think I allowed 750 plus 200 onto the tile. Should be plenty. So 950.
Can you keep an eye on it?
No,
Wow.
no.
Oh.
Because I haven't got it on here. Have I?
Hey, awesome soldering technique.
Thanks. Whose lead are you using? This lead. This is EcoBat. This stuff I generally use. It's pretty consistent. Herman, always lead. All lead, everything. Got any beer in stock?
Yeah, you drank it all yesterday.
So, you actually not got me any beer?
You drank it all yesterday.
Do you want a divorce? I'm not doing a late shift, There's nothing you can do about it. Can't make me.
What should I get there?
If you get through, I might do a late shift.
So if you've got beer, you'll do a late shift.
Well, I'm not guaranteeing that. I'm just going to see how I feel.
Okay,
But it will definitely help.
I'll see how I do.
We've got a backlog we've got to clear.
I'll get mine.
Ham unhealthy. Well, as long as you don't eat it, mate.
And what's this for?
Salute from Italy. Salute. Hello or cheers, I don't know. I've seen people go salute when they're doing cheers. Bro. Oh, from Kazakhstan. No way, bro. Welcome. That's my first Kazakhstan. Oh, let's just leave that. Not cutting off 50 mil. We'll go all out. Alright. So let's do the left and right. We'll come back to that. Oh good, there's no room. Pictures 30 degree. Are you kidding me? Here in Korea we don't usually use lead
Oh,
as
I
a
reckon-
roof material.
Oh,
I'm having
wrong.
to read everything for my wife. Apparently
How come
today she's
it isn't?
dyslexic.
How come it's appropriate for roof?
Is that the same person?
Yeah.
Hey man, welcome. My first career as well. Oh hey, lady, man, genderless person, wherever you are. Yeah, we use lead because it's super durable and versatile. Lasts for ages. And to be honest, I don't think they've really found a replacement, at least in the UK, that really does the job that we do. Our roofing is generally quite different to most things. I mean, Europe in general is similar. Obviously, you go to America, you've got a lot of shingles. I mean, like the roof tile shingles. A lot of metal roofs, things like that. As you come over to Europe, you've got a lot of tiles and slates. But I do find, like, if I go into the Mediterranean, that sort of place, it's sort of like those like U-shaped ridge that sort of, you have a U-shape that way, then a U-shape that way, and a U-shape that way. But yeah, in the UK, a lot of slate roofing, and the lead lends itself very well to the different materials we use.
Just curious, since I majored in metal work.
Oh, cool.
Oh, the U shape.
The U-shape. Many U-shapes. Oh, I'm off.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm off already.
It's really hot outside, but you're it's a bit not hot in here.
It's a bit more in here. Literally sweltering. My butterfly knife action is not working still.
Did you find the other one? Or is that it?
No, this is it, yeah. Can't remember where I found it though.
Thanks for your answer.
Thanks for your question.
Somebody else said,
Is that their username or is it just somebody else?
no, it's, I don't know, but it says gaming.
It's the one you can't
It says
pronounce again.
gaming. H3ALPRTL. Anyway, why am I obsessed with your videos?
Because you're awesome. That's why. No, in all fairness, like, lead's super satisfying to work with and super satisfying to watch people do. When I'm on actual site and that, quite often we'll have a little mini audience while I'm welding up and things like that. It's interesting, isn't it? Interesting. What are you laughing at now?
Because you can see this bit.
My chin.
Is that what you do?
Ever since I cut my beard, I look like I haven't got a chin. So it's nice if someone sees my chin. Do I bring back the beard though?
No.
Why not? Ready for summer.
How about tin?
Oh, tin just doesn't last.
Is it used over there?
No, not anymore. It was, I think, around the 80s, but it just kept degrading down quite quickly and wasn't quite as versatile, and it just sort of faded away. Use a lot of aluminium in places, like soakers, and there are actually roofs done in aluminium.
Maybe I said, what is this metal?
This is lead.
He said, oh, I get it.
Got it. That wasn't it? Still first one.
Dingus said, I avoid lead whenever I get the chance. Best way to avoid heavy metal lead poisoning.
Yeah, you have two options with lead: avoid it altogether, or just keep yourself safe so you don't get poisoned. It's really important if you are working with lead. Get your bloods checked. Be very careful with the lead gases when welding. But you can stay safe. And most importantly, don't lick it. Oh, you know what I haven't got?
Cheesy chips and curry sauce.
I don't have cheesy chips and curry sauce. I'm running low on gas in lead. I could not get a roll.
Dingus said good tips.
Yeah, man, highly vital. We'll do it. That's lucky, isn't it?
Bit dusty.
Oh, I like it. Dusty lead is the best lead.
So, but it's so sweet.
Yeah, apparently so. I'm not going to try it to find out. I'm told the Romans or someone around that time used to use it to sweeten stuff.
What is the thickness of the metal?
Don't really know, to be honest. It might actually say on the packet. Thickness 1.8 millimeters. I thought it was less than that.
Well, I worked on some stained glass before and really liked it when coloured in patina.
Yes. I get asked to do some stainless glass stuff from time to time. That's something I really have a clue what I'm doing with.
Romans used lead salts to sweeten wine.
Yes, that was what somebody told me. Thank you. Yeah, around that period it got very popular for all sorts of things, I believe. Oh, is that code 5? It feels a bit... Looks thicker, does it, by your eye? What's the difference in thickness between code 5 and code 4? So 2.24 for code 5 and 1.8. So it's like half a millimetre's difference, and you've just seen that by eye, yeah? Mm.
Oh, he said, I
That's
mean the
intense.
lead when it makes the flame.
What, did we miss the first bit?
No, when
What
I
was the
worked on
first
some stainless,
Oh, right, yeah, I'm with you.
I mean wood, when it makes the flame. So that's thanks for the thickness of the metal.
Okay. Dingus, was it you that told me that story in the first time? You've watched my lives before? I do get very educated by you guys. And you. I'm going to have to read your comments for you. Because you can't say Kazakhstan or Korea.
I didn't understand the last bit of that message, but I was reading it.
That's what they will say.
No, I didn't read
Yeah.
it. I knew how to say Kazakhstan. Really like your videos. Hope to see your work later on.
Oh, thank you. Clean up.
Misty tunes.
Yeah, it's right, sure, I'm on the radio, isn't it? Right. Let's see this dual camera setup work with Welding then. See what happens. First things first, extraction. I swear I used to be able to control this thing better.
Maybe it is tightening.
No, it's not that. I just feel like I could get it in a really good position where it wasn't in the way, which it is now, right?
It's just hard to get up, but if you're gonna, that's fine.
Isn't it? Well, you got it in
I
there.
can now, but it wasn't. It
Oh,
was
it's well in the
delayed.
way. Okay. What I really want is it to go that way.
What am I doing then?
And then it just takes the whole bench up. Oops. So I've not had this problem before. Why am I having this problem now?
Because you've changed the camera out.
No, it's not that. That's roughly where it was. Just for, maybe I was a bit more. Maybe that's thing. Maybe I was a bit more like that. See nothing.
I can see nothing yet.
I'm so hot.
Yeah, that's alright, isn't it?
No, it's terrible. You can see nothing. Terrible.
You can on here.
Oh, that's really helpful for TikTok. I want to be there, really. Oh. Huh?
Got a message from it.
Dom Thompson, not the Dom Thompson. What bottles are you using? Model O. Propylene and oxygen. With my new magnetic light. Sticking up and out to sea underneath my extraction. Goes on the wall there. Little things. Little things. Can you hear that fly?
Yes.
It's annoying. It's more of an airflow.
What brand?
Well, I don't think they've got a brand on them. They don't really say anything, they just... Oh, SWP? Or something?
Oh, wow.
Told you.
The dog flag. Which gas do you use?
Propylene and oxygen. Right, turn your phones down a sec.
Do you want this open or should I just open the window?
You do the window if you want.
Which gas? Is it propane and oxygen?
It's very similar. It's propylene, but very similar to propane.
The light is super cool, LOL.
Yeah, I know, right? Look what else I got. X-rays. They're really strong.
You don't use them though.
I have used them, thank you.
Have you?
Don't judge me.
I haven't seen.
In front of my friends.
Where can I get this welding spare part or the name?
This what?
Where can I get this welding spare part or the name?
Spare part?
Yeah, but I had to translate it, so maybe it's...
Okay. My TikTok's all behind, I can't tell what's going on.
8 out of 10.
Not bad for the first run. I'll take an 8 out of 10.
Jenny do.
It's usually about a 6 for the first one. Nope. Yep. Some days I'm putting 4 out of 10s out all day.
How would you butcher it, LOL? What's the brand of the magnetic shelving?
BDS Technic. Yeah, BDS Technic. Yeah.
It's just on Amazon, isn't it?
That's where I've got them, yeah. I'm sure they've got a workshop or shop or some sort.
Phil said thank you.
You're welcome. Why are you autistic shaking in the corner? What? I don't even want to know what that sounds like. That's what I want, thanks. Cancel me. What?
Patination oil?
Yes, I nearly called it by that term that people use. It's you in the corner. We're getting you on film today.
Oh, I'm not.
We did. We had a members vote on YouTube, and all the members got together and decided that you're going on video.
Oh, yeah.
Going to start moving away from lead work and more into you, and that's it. It's so entertaining.
This is funny not.
Say funny not or funny not?
It's both.
Ooh. Ooh.
Wow.
I might need to weld these on site at this end, and I nearly oiled it. Let's oil the weld up. Leave it at that, I suppose. Yes, these will go on a chimney like so, and then there's like a weird shoulder where the tiles come up here, which I think I'm going to have to cut and turn down over and weld it all up. Anyway, that's one. Ah, I fully oiled the back though. Means I'm going to have to use my scraper.
Oh, wow.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Don't worry about it.
Make all my lead gods happy. They love it when I scrape the lead.
Yeah, I know.
That's your patination oil. Right. What was that? That was right, right? Or not? this one. Not even a bit. I'm relying on the chat.
Doing stuff on my phone now.
Do stuff on your phone then?
Yeah, you'll have to keep mine.
Well, you could just take that one.
No, you just keep mine.
Well, you take it. Shirking your responsibilities here. Do you know what?
Do you know what?
Fancy doing? I've got an urge to do like something ornate.
Do you site measure, fabricate in the workshop and then install on site?
It really varies massively. So these were measured by roofers, and then I'll make them up for them, and they'll pick them up or I'll drop them off. And then I've got a couple that I'm making that somebody else gave me measurements, but I'm going to fit them. And vice versa. Sometimes it will just be measured by me and made by me and fitted by me. All of the above. Let's see if we can guess the angle on this one. Mile out last time.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What do you reckon? About 30 degrees? Okay. Just go a bit like that. Wasn't far off. A little bit more laid back. Close enough. Got elastic lead today, it's all just not going down. It's doing.
How do you find these plastic tools compared to the wooden ones?
100% better in every way. other than so maybe looks, I like wood tools because they're traditional. Sorry,
I don't know.
so funny.
Nothing fun.
Well, it's obviously something you laugh. Does it mean it's funny? Laughing at my expense again?
No.
But,
No.
Well, I believe you do. Not that I'm insecure.
Nice. I'm still using the old wooden ones, LOL.
There's nothing wrong with them. They just mark the lead up, and they're a lot of maintenance if you want to keep them as they should be. A lot of sanding, a lot of linseed oil. For those of you who know what he's talking about, these are the different types of dressers. So as you can see, this one's a bit beat up. Start to splinter and they get a bit rough, and they take a lot of sanding. And because it's wood, it sands down really quick, so you start to lose a lot of your dresser. Once you've sanded it to get this finish, which is what you want if you're working with wood tools, you have to keep these over the weekend in linseed oil. Take them out, dry them off, let them dry properly, and then use them. But yeah, these days, straight to plastic. A lot of people tell me this is nylon, but I've had a lot of people tell me it's all sorts of funky name plastics. I don't really know.
It's good having a happy workmate.
Why, who's got one? Can I borrow your work, mate?
Oh.
I bet it means you.
Yes, true. They are a lot of maintenance.
Yeah. I'm actually collecting a full set of wood tools at the moment to make a super nerdy display. Keep that. Use that. That's right, you heard me right. I'm making a display out of old lead tools. What? Don't judge me. What else is super nerdy? Went out the weekend to look at a really big house just for fun and spent most of my time looking at roofs and leadwork.
That's not nerdy.
What is it then? Is it super cool? Am I a super cool dude? Look how cool I am. This is my least favourite job in the world ever. That and then grinding. And I mean like this kind of grinding, not like grinding. I like grinding. Wait. Just forget that bit. Just cancel that. Edit that out. Nothing's moving on.
Would be nice to see this display.
What, me grinding?
It's an artwork and a dying trade, the leatherwork.
Yeah. I don't know if it's really a dying trade. It's held pretty steady since sort of late 90s. There are less lead workers than most other trades, obviously. You very rarely see a lead worker on a building site. And if you do, there's generally only one of them.
Tiger Shadow said sometimes it's hard to switch off with the houses. Getting to look at the houses.
Oh yeah, 100%. When I'm driving along, or if I'm a passenger, obviously not a driver, I'm just staring at the roofs and nothing else.
I'm so intrigued.
Mrs. is there like, what are you looking at? I'm like, see that lead work then, you see it?
I'm so intrigued by this art. I have one question. Why lead and not aluminium? I'm from the US.
Yeah, basically it lasts over 100 years if fitted correctly. It's a lot more versatile, durable and sustainable, massively recycled. Nearly, as far as I'm aware, 100% of the UK's lead is fully recycled from car batteries and some of it from scrap lead itself, where this has been used and put back through the scrap system. So it is extremely good for the environment, believe it or not, ironically. It's a fantastic material to get over problems with. I'm about to power up.
Yeah, hang on. I learnt when I was serving my time as a plumber 20 years ago, and now they don't teach lead work.
Yeah, ma'am. That's, I think they stopped about 5-6 years ago or something. I've actually come across a couple of actual plumbers that do lead work in my time. Not many though.
The one from the US said, thank you, that is incredible.
Oh, thank you.
Is it the herringbone weld you do?
No, so I don't really know the name for it because I'm not very clever or smart, but basically a lot of people just call it dimes because they're like mini dimes stacked on each other. The herringbone's more of a pointy one, which I can do. I just prefer this look of weld. I think I put a video up of someone asked me to do a herringbone, so I did one the other day. But I much prefer the standard sort of circular weld. Alright, we good? That's alright?
Yeah, I think so.
That was helpful.
Well, yeah, I can on mine. But I can see it there as well.
Ha! Ha!
Have you ever been a teacher or considered doing it?
Not a proper teacher, no. I mean, I've taught some people some stuff. I've taught one guy fully to be a lead worker. I like the thought of it, but in practice, no one really wants to learn, and no one wants to do the rubbish to get to the point where you need to learn. You know, you basically have to be a labourer for a year before you can even contemplate doing it. Training, if you're doing it properly. If you just want to fit chimneys, it's different.
said, can you zoom in? But I can't move very well.
We're having trials with different camera holders and stuff to try and solve this problem so we can move you around a bit. But
Hey, I need to know the name of that exhaust tube.
it's called an extraction unit. I use something called a Plimo vent system.
Whoosh.
Swoosh. Where's my rater? It's got to be a 7 out of 10,
Right,
surely. That's got to have
okay.
gone to an 8.
I think he went because you asked him a question, didn't you? You asked him if he'd done it before.
And that was the same way, I don't think.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't.
You're a true artist.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. Do you have a manufacturer's name for it?
Yeah, Plimo vent. Took me a while to actually pronounce that. I was like, Plimo vent. Plimo vent is Plymovent. Plimo vent. They do all kinds of extraction systems. It basically gets filtered through a HEPA filter. Don't oil it. I nearly oiled it.
Chimney apron? Question mark?
Yeah, these are going on a chimney. Bit of a funky chimney. So it sort of finishes about here, but the roof keeps going a bit. So we've just got this horrible little detail where the roof stops and the chimney keeps going, and we've got to then cut in here, turn that round, turn that over, and weld a piece in.
Front apron?
Do that on site, yeah, basically.
Thank you, good sir.
Kind sir. Oh, we've been very gentlemanly today, aren't we? Eh? Got the nice chatting today. Where's all my bullies at?
Maybe they're at work.
All my comedians, where's all my comedians at? Make sure we get this one the right way round.
92,000 subs has to feel good. A lot of interest in your skill and workmanship.
92,000 what, followers?
Yeah.
Oh my god, man, like, so TikTok, if you're watching this, we're talking about YouTube,
Yeah.
so I got
No,
92... Huh?
No, still can.
What?
Yeah, YouTube, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, so I've got 92,000 followers on YouTube at the moment, coming up on 100, relatively trickling my way up. It goes like, but I found out the other day I get one of those little silver plaques that you get when you get 100,000. You don't get that on any other platform. I'm so excited. I really want 100,000. I really want it. Yeah, it feels really good. So like across all platforms now, I've got, I think it's 250 something on TikTok, 220 something on Facebook, 104 on Insta, and I'm coming up with YouTube on 92, 93. So doing really well. It's crazy, bunch of mad heads.
Nice weather to be on the actual roof though in Southwest. You have been today, this morning, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been out for 3 weeks straight nearly.
And this morning.
Yeah, this morning, yesterday, beautiful day, absolutely lovely.
So are you a fabricator and installer?
Yeah, effectively. Just call it lead worker to most people, you know. Sometimes we're making up, sometimes we're fitting.
Currently on a roof up in Dundee, East Coast, Scotland.
Oh, I think I've done this the wrong way. How's the weather up in Scotland at the moment? Why do I feel like...
What's your YouTube name?
Same, it's all same on all...
Leadwork.
Yeah, all the platforms are the same. Leadwork SW. Oh, I've drawn a 200 line across it, and it's what it is, isn't it?
You've done it the wrong way round.
Yeah. Glad I spotted that. That would have been embarrassing, wouldn't it? Turning up to site with the unit the wrong way. It's not the first time I've done on that. Won't be the last. Is it beer o'clock yet?
No.
I'm not looking later.
3 o'clock.
I'm threatening her because I'm hoping she'll get me a beer. And then if I work late, she gets a treat. She gets food. She gets fed. Maybe I'll let her keep the lights on for longer than 2 hours. Might even spoil her with some heating in the winter.
You had the heating on this morning.
I do like a hot house. I love the heat.
How does the lead come? Sheet rolls, etc.
Yeah, it just comes on rolls. Let's get a light one to show you. Something like that. Come on 3 metre or 6 metre rolls generally. Various widths.
Dare I ask, metric or imperial?
Woo! There's a conversation. Who said that? Yeah, what's his name?
Tiger shadow.
Tiger Shadow. Oh wow. There's a conversation. I think the UK are like allegedly one, but aren't quite really that, which is complicated. Very legally complicated.
Scotland, it's 16, 17 degrees up here on a slate re-roof, 2 lead chimneys to be done tomorrow.
Good on, bye. Getting your raggle on. That was me speaking Scottish. Scottish lead worker. Did you say it's 16 degrees?
He said 16 to 17. Yeah.
Get on, Scotland. Go on, lads. Get your sun cream on. Oh, you boys like a burn, didn't you? Hard as nails, fairest of skins.
I was just thinking as well then. Our daughter's at the beach. It is very hot out there.
Very lovely. And I'm in a dingy workshop.
Stop moaning, you've been out all morning.
I moan as much as I want. My God-given right. You sound like the lads when I'm on the scaffold. I'll come home for abuse as well.
What's the easiest way to do internal corner flashing?
It depends what you mean by internal corner flashing. So do you mean an apron or a cover flashing? Is it got a pitched or flat? Did you already say that? I just
No, not yet.
forgot.
Tiger shadow is smiley face.
Every time you twirl your hair like that, I think you're giving me the hand signal to come read the things you can't understand. Out the corner of my eye.
Cover flashing on a flat roof.
Oh, cover flashing's really, really simple to do.
That's your favourite.
So actually, it depends what your spec is. So obviously in Scotland...
No, that's someone else.
No, but like,
Oh.
I'm just saying that. So in England, our spec is minimum 25 in the wall, unless the chase is wider than 17 mil or 18 mil. And then at that point, you have to come up the back of the chase as well. But in Scotland, they're specified to take it into the wall and up the chase. So it gets a little bit more complicated with that, obviously. But if you're doing generic cover flashings, you take 25 mil, you make either, you can do it as a cap, separate cap, or you can take your cover flash in, put a little, just a cut on the 25 mil, just bend it round, and then just weld that little seam up. I will say though, most lads don't weld the seam up, and if you rotate around the corner, you've got a little mini overlap on the top. When you fill it with mastic, lead seal, whatever you're using, cement, bell cast it over, it isn't going to leak, so don't panic if you're not welding. Just make sure you do a really good job of the chase and the sealant. That was not a recommendation not to weld it, but in the real world, people don't weld it, and I accept that, and that's okay.
The real world.
Yeah, well, it is, isn't it?
Are
Like,
you not in the
the
real
trouble
world?
is, yeah, the trouble is on social media and that, like, everyone wants to point out how you're doing something wrong, but like when you go to a building site, a real building site, everybody's cutting corners here and there, and you know, as long as it's doing its job properly, doesn't have to be a work of art every time you put something on a building.
I'm just going to go and open the door in case the other one comes down.
Oh, can we just leave it locked up?
No, she'll come in there.
I'm not the mean one. Teenagers are mean. Hey Matt, how you doing, buddy? Just done the first lead welding course with Master Roofer last year. Been doing it every week now. Get on, brother. Welcome to the Brotherhood, the secret society of lead workers. No giving secrets away. What have you got?
Yogurt.
Is it alcoholic? Is it like one of those frozen cocktails?
Matt said, all right, fella.
Yeah, that's
Right.
right. Say
Oh.
hello.
And it's an absolute art.
Thanks, Johnny.
The battery's running out.
On what? Plug it in then.
Mm?
Plug it in. Panic. You can take this charger out of here if you want, but like obviously you've got to keep both maintained.
You mean like I already am?
Like you already are.
I'll just use this
You
one.
little sausage.
Was that the door?
No, it's me tapping on the bench.
No, the on the phone.
I don't know, I'm not looking at the phone. Probably frozen my live stream if it is. Did you read that last one? Oh, it's an absolute art. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I said thanks to me.
Matt said, I'll see what you're doing.
What?
I'll see what you're doing.
Ah,
Okay, I get to work now. Cheers.
no worries. Thanks for watching. Oh, do I get away with that? Does that millimetre really matter? No, it doesn't. Because I'm doing the job and I will make sure we have plenty of coverage on the soaker. Well, that was a wonky cut. Someone tell the lead police. How frugal I am with my lead. What did you say? There you go.
I didn't send it. Not to you.
Who are you talking to then?
Myself.
Spirits. I see dead people.
Stop it.
Favourite job incoming. I'd like a job all day just doing this. So satisfying, I guess. That was total sarcasm for any of you that did not get that sarcasticness tone in my voice. If you're wondering why I'm cleaning this side but not the other side is clean already. And this one has oxidised and formed a natural patina and slightly dusty. See how that brings it back to fresh, clean original.
It's satisfying watching you do it.
Thank you. Satisfying being watched by you. Yeah. Nearly didn't get that correct, England. Bear me up, buttercup. Oh, I better not sing on YouTube. Probably get cancelled for just singing a song on there. Ooh. Nice long rods in there. Hello from a French roofer. Bonjour. I've got buffering. Have you got buffering?
I don't know.
Come now, I'm back in on mine. You see that? Yeah, I'm still behind, even though I've come out and in. God damn it. I'm still behind. What? Is that deturbing? Deburring? Oh, deburring. Yeah, kind of, I guess, yeah. I guess you could call it that. It's more just to clean it up, though. That if you leave it, because it's got quite a bit of dust where it's been sat out in the workshop for so long, so I keep my offcuts to use up for this. And this particular piece got covered in dust and started to oxidise, so we just bring it back to fresh virgin lead. Right, we ready? Phones down. Oh, we're in the southwest. Are you South Devon? I don't at college. I'm a plumber, but we stopped doing this nowadays. Yeah. Where's your mask? I don't have one. Maybe he's immune from poisoning or burning. So I don't know if you noticed. I also have this massive extraction unit that sucks all my fumes out. And you technically don't need a mask if you're in a well ventilated area, but you do have to keep checking your lead levels to make sure. Professionals. I think that's a compliment, thank you. No oil on this one. Is that for a chimney stack? Nice work, by the way. Thank you, buddy. Yeah. This particular one is. So there's a roof here, and then there's another house set up on another level, and this roof wraps around that house a bit. But I've done two exactly the same, just literally for chimney. Right, that's my most important bits done. I've done 3 of those. Two of these are the ridge saddles that sit either side of the chimney. Roof comes up there, chimney here. These have been oiled up. Right, what should we do next? So I've got window trays to do, and I have another chimney to do, and another chimney to do as well. Let's just keep rolling that for a minute, shall we? I'm putting off doing window trays because they suck.
Did you catch up?
Yeah.
Design.
Chat's been pretty chill. I haven't obviously done that one over there.
Nothing on this. Is that a chimney stack?
Oh yeah, I got that. So we're just debating whether to do window trays next or not. I think I'm just going to get all the front aprons out of the way, and we'll just see what time is after that. It's not that I'm putting off doing window trays.
Oh, you love them.
Huh?
You love them.
Absolutely awesome. To be fair, like, they're alright. Just a lot of work for what they are. You like falling? Looking me up and down like that for. What have I got on me?
I wondered if you were limping.
I'm always limping. I'm trying shifting this grey chocolate around all day.
Oh,
I'm actually slightly broken because I've been doing cover flashings for what feels like a year. Just literally on my hands and knees, grinding walls out for like 3 weeks straight. Contemplating my life choices. Right, what have we got?
Tiger Shadow said, can you share where you get your lead rolls from?
They are British Lead Mills or Ecobat. Same people. Ecobat bought British Lead Mills and they changed their name to Ecobat. Right, let's do Samundo. Right, that's not the one. One return, that's done. Bin that. Why can't I see something else? What's under there? He would like a 35-degree full front apron at 32 inches because he's ancient and old and can't use the metric system. Slightly overweight. What is 32 inches in metric? 815, Si, if you're watching, it's 815. Told me today he doesn't follow me on Instagram. He told me today he doesn't follow me on Instagram.
Has he actually got Instagram?
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, I think he's not long had it. He's still reading newspapers, bless him, instead of the internet. Yeah, can't do that yet.
I in you.
You what? I in you? Ooh.
Hi mate, I've been an apprentice roofer for 6 months. Is there anything I can do at home to help learn?
Leadwork wise or roofing? But yes, there is both. And it also massively depends how far on you are. Have you even started anything at all? Is there something you're struggling with in particular?
Roofing wise.
Oh, okay. So it depends, you know, what stage you're at, obviously, and what sort of space you've got at home, because obviously if you've got no space to work with, it's quite tricky. But what I will say is if you are going to be a good roofer, like a good roofer, learn to use a slating hammer and learn to use it well. Learn to cut slates with it, learn to hold slates with it, and learn to use it to fix your slates. Obviously, if you're getting into site bashing, you're doing day-to-day new build sites and stuff like that, just go in your garden and kick a fence down. And then tell everyone they're too slow. My mind was going at other places than fence then. Kick it. Don't say it out loud, don't say it out loud. Offence. What? I actually don't know that. I keep meaning to make a new one where all my angles are different colours so I can see them instead of trying to...
Anything for tiles and lead work?
Oh, leadwork's a whole different animal. But yeah, definitely if you're not planning on doing any slating at all, tiling you can kind of, within reason, because obviously you don't do a lot of cement work on the roofs these days, so there's a lot more skill involved in tiling back in the day. And don't get me wrong, there's still a lot of cement work tile roofs out there, especially on the heritage work side of things. But yeah, it depends. I mean, what sort of roofing industry are you learning in? Are you new build? Are you refurb? Leadwork wise, just first off, keep safe. And you want to learn to cut and fold lead neatly before you you anything else. And that does sound really condescending, but actually there's a really big skill to cutting lead and folding lead well.
Domestic work, you said.
That's where you sort of want to be learning slating and tiling properly. Practice, practice, practice. Every time you struggle with something on the job, think about if you can do that at home, you know, make a little rig, build yourself like a little lean-to. Comes the rig. Build yourself like a little lean-to jobby. Bigger than this, obviously. Is that the right way? No. This was just for a flat roof upstairs. Something like that that sort of comes out here somewhere, and you can practice doing some bits on that. You know, they only take 5 minutes to build. Great. Fantastic.
Get your blower out.
Excuse me. Pardon?
Get your blower out.
Get your blower out. Got to use a brand new one of these today, some of these. It's a lot more compact, a lot less noisy, it didn't feel as powerful.
Thank you, you helped me a lot. Have a
You're
good
welcome.
weekend.
You too, buddy. God, I wish it was a weekend now. Am I working
I can't
Saturday?
actually believe it's Friday today. Where on earth has that gone?
In a haze of cover flashings. That's where that's bloody gone.
No, well, that's at least you're outside.
Yeah,
and not
great.
doing
That's what I
paperwork.
really want to be doing outside, getting covered in dust.
Yeah, I've been sat at a computer doing paperwork all week.
Aww, didn't. You can literally go in the garden and do paperwork, right? You're working from home. See that, chat? See that? That's how I, from head to toe, have looked for the last 3 weeks. With all my tools look like that as well.
Yeah, don't we know about it?
And I haven't moaned once about it. I just took it on the chin like a man. Fine with it. Everything is fine. It's fine. I'm not a diva. I'm not a diva.
You should say yourself that.
Hey.
Keep telling yourself that. It's not this weekend, next weekend. It's that food festival thing. Shall we go?
After 3 weeks off work before my cover flashing escapade, I don't know if we're going to be allowed to eat anymore. I'm going to have to take 3 weeks off food.
Take it out on the lead.
Yeah, too right.
Oh, the shadows.
Have it! Oh, no, I dented it. Oh. Tiger!
Spud said could watch this all day, master at work.
Thank you, mate. I'm thirsty.
Drink your water.
I'm parched. I don't actually, I want a beer, but I'm going to drink some water because you're giving me the eyeball.
Is that all you drank today?
Yes, that's all I've drank today. I have also drank 3 coffees. Lovely customer at this job that we were at today. Absolutely fantastic. And then my mate had to go to the toilet and he came back with feast ice creams for everybody. So that was sweet.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Did they make you a coffee as well?
The customers did, yeah.
Well, you've had 3 coffees here.
There you go then.
You
Hydrated.
already have more. Oh, gave you an ice cream. Oh, that was sweet.
Little legend. Good little crew on that job.
funny because Terry had a feast, didn't she, at the weekend? And I said, I haven't had one of them for years, and you have one today.
There's a proportion of the chat who have no idea what we're talking about when we say feast. We're just picturing us eating this massive
Feast of
Yeah.
food.
banquet. There's a name for an ice cream you could make. Aldi or Lidl should make a banquet instead of a feast. Businessman.
Tiger Shadow said, I used to think the lead work was interesting, but the funny back and forth between you both is now the highlight.
When she's not beating me up.
Stop.
She loves it when I say that on chat. Secret cry for help.
Don't say that. You're not funny.
It's the only time I'm allowed to back chat her is because you lot are watching.
Stop.
So it all comes flooding out.
Yeah, you're hiding in the camera because I won't go in there.
You want me to turn the camera around?
No.
Sorry, I thought you said. One day, right, if my social media stuff keeps going as well as it has been, I'm going to reach out to my followers and we're going to do something where, you know, like if I hit 1 million likes or if I hit 1 million views or if I hit whatever target, fill in the blank, my wife has to get on camera and congratulate me. You've had your hands on the camera, haven't you?
Yeah, my arms.
And your arms. Your feet. Ta-ta!
I feel like going out now for chips and curry sauce.
You feel like going out for chips and curry sauce, but instead we're going to spend the evening in a dingy workshop making lead things. I think.
I'm not going to ask.
No, don't. Just don't. That right on these, whose these are full? Get confused, I've got so many. Set me off.
Sorry, that's a bit weird. I don't know where it came from.
But where did it go? Where did it go, Joe? What?
There's quite a lot of traffic coming down the hill when I come back.
What did you do?
Oh, I just saw
Just get out your car, just punch each one in the face, get out of my way.
Well, no, because it was better than when I went.
Jeez.
It was really busy.
How serious you were in a conversation when I just said that. Oh, well, no, not this time.
What are you making?
I am making a chimney apron. And an honest living. I don't know, I've changed the pitch 5 degrees from the last one, and the difference in this section here and like up here and things like that is quite noticeable.
Tiger Shadow said, is there normally a radio going in the workshop?
Yes, but because we are live on YouTube and TikTok at the same time, YouTube takes me down if I put music on, which is quite annoying. I don't actually know if I'm allowed it on TikTok, but they've never told me off for it before.
Yeah, it's very quiet without it, isn't it?
Got a good edge. Did I already try that way? I did, that was the first way around.
Is the workbench top steel?
Yes, it is indeed steel. Oh, my cutting has been below par. Lecturing everybody on cutting lead, bending lead, and I've got lines like
Flipping over.
Hmm?
Flipping over.
What's flicking over?
Flipping.
Flipping over. No, because I'll show you why in 2 secs. I shall show you why I can't flip it. So you'll never really see me flip lead because a lot of the time I'm sliding it around the bench, moving it around, and I'll show you what that does to the lead. But also a lot of the bits you see me using are the end of rolls. So when we finish on the end of roll, a bit big to show you. As you get to it, you get this bit inside here, which has been exposed to the environment and starts to build a natural patina. Maybe I should drink every time I say natural patina. I think that would be a good idea.
Tiger Shadow said, no chance of a song from Mrs. Ledwell.
Let's do it.
No, because they'll all be gone.
She's not wrong.
What?
We are not blessed musically in our family.
Mr. Danberg said, what are you making now?
This is a front apron, it's called. It goes around the base of the chimney on a pitch roof.
Thumbs up from Doug.
But I'll show you the back of this, just a bit of lead in there and how it looks, to reiterate my really interesting point that isn't sending anyone to sleep at all. Someone put in my comments on YouTube, they were, I was watching your live back to go to sleep to, and we were talking about blood tests and lead in your blood and stuff, and they said they went to bed, me tapping away, us talking about blood tests. He said, and all he did was dream all night about lead work and being blood poisoned. So it's nice to know that I'm putting people to sleep. It's nice to know I'm in your dreams.
No, then.
It's probably quite good sort of viewing, like trying to drift off. Bit of white noise in the background, I like a bit of that.
Oh, it sounds like there's a wasp. Oh, what is it? Oh, it's a fly. It's massive. Micro House said hello.
Hey, hello buddy, how are you?
It needs to message you soon, thinking of making some lead finials for the Micro House. Advice time.
Oh, now you're going at it. That, my friend, is a very skilled thing, which I think would make great content. Right, so the question about why don't I flip over the lead. this is a really good welding surface for me, and as you see, this kind of like silvery scratched up hue, so these where I've been sliding it around the bench, and it's really marked up, and this was that internal coil in the roll, which is actually remarkably clean for this example, so it doesn't really hold true, but generally speaking it's a bit tatty on that side, so good clean side this way.
Colin said it's quite therapeutic watching a craftsman work.
Oh, thanks.
I always say I could go sleep here, don't I?
Yeah, that's just me talking in general. No? Do that in the house as well.
Stay talking there.
Just keep my head out of trouble.
What is he even making?
This is called a front apron. So imagine a chimney coming up through here, and this is our pitch roof coming down there, and then there'll be tiles running up the side of the chimney, and then some other stuff around the chimney, you know, one of these at the top where the roof hits there, and then when it's all finished we get more lead and we go down over this lead, and that waterproofs everything.
Oh, it makes sense now.
Good.
Colin said, how's your lead count in your blood?
Really good, yeah, really good. Last year, for the first time ever, I actually decreased, which is, as far as I'm aware, I've never had that happen before to anybody. So super happy with that. But yeah, keeping a very close eye on it. Really struggling with this extractor today. I'm struggling to say extractor as well.
Why do they make this out of lead and not some other material?
It's just
Metal, sorry.
durability, versatility. What's the other word I like to throw on the end? Sustainability. There we go. Those are its major benefits. Gonna make merch up that says that across the front of the t-shirt.
Yeah,
Safety sucks.
I'm not sure about penetration.
Penetration. What about
On a
it?
t-shirt.
Yeah! Yeah! Angry banana on the logo. Straight up. Banana penetration. Anyway, moving on. So annoyed. So annoyed.
Why is there flies everywhere?
It's with that bullshit I'm talking about.
I want it to go in now, it's massive. Is
Do
it
you
gone?
want me to burn him?
It's gone, I think.
Burn him.
I like the way she thinks, LOL.
Oh, I'm not sure what I missed. What did I forget? Penetration.
Is that for a dormer window?
No, chimney. about this whole zooming in thing.
Yeah, someone else was saying it.
You're going to get on with the camera.
Huh?
You're going to hold it.
No, said not really. There's two cameras.
Yeah, we'll have to take turns, or you could try both at the same time. Don't think you can take two on at the same time? Oh. Can you zoom in, please? That is a real issue for us. Basically, the camera's on like a mount, and you can't physically zoom in on it because then it just like completely has a meltdown. And what I can do is move the mount around and stuff, but because I'm running two, like one interrupts the other and then all gets in the way. So what I think we do is we vote that Jo does the zooming in and she gets your camera and brings it in on the next one. Roger.
Right, I'll leave it to an attic to tidy. Was that lead clean enough? You didn't have to scrape it.
Yeah,
or
this
clean it.
stuff was alright, yeah.
And then someone said, yeah, it clearly isn't his first time. I'm sure he would have cleaned it if it was dirt.
Yeah, but earlier on I was cleaning a little bit, so I guess that's been leading that question.
The zoom in said, understand, I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's really annoying me, to be honest, because I quite like to bring you
do
guys
normally show up after that, like that, don't you?
Generally speaking. I always try, and then I can't see what I'm doing. There we go. Okay. Another one of them out of the way. So I have got one of those apron saddle mutant units to make, which I actually quite enjoy doing. Quite time consuming.
Nice, thank you.
Wait, what? Why did I just cut that off? Why did I do that? I just cut it straight across there. Not that there's a problem, but there's no need to cut it off at all.
You used to do something like that.
A what?
You said something like that.
Oh. I thought he was mocking me then. Alright, come on then, what now? What do I do like that?
I just went and weeded the raised bushes.
Ooh, go you.
Come in. You alright then?
No. I want to cut it like this, and it wasn't in the right position. This one can have an oil. Lucky little apron, you. Lopsided apron. A little mini bowl. So is that? So that it's in portrait that way. Oh, okay. I was thinking, well, how have you got the screen that way around if it's in portrait mode? I was confused. Didn't take much. Where are we at? 4 o'clock. Am I working late, chat? Am I working late? Let's have a vote on it. All in favour of me working late and drinking beer on the bench? Put a banana in, chat. Otherwise, I assume you just want me to knob off. My wife's holding up a banana. We're so confused right now if you didn't know who I was and you just came on the live. I think, to be quite honest, people are probably quite confused anyway. That's why they keep watching.
What are you like?
Like a maths puzzle, that's what I'm like. Never quite figure me out.
What do you want to do?
Just want to go lay and cry myself to sleep from doing cover fashions for 3 weeks. Got to remember not to rotate on it because that's when it goes. Right, I did not draw who this was for on it. And I cannot now do that because it's covered in oil. Oh. I bet you.
You're going to remember.
So he's had a 32-inch chimney. Let's have a look what he's got. And he has an 850. And what is that? I think that's not far off the same size, is it? Oh. So there's like an inch in it in sizes, so I'm very likely to get confused with the two.
Well, if you make another one, you can write on the other one who's it in.
But I'll just forget that as well, and you won't remind me.
Do it straight away.
I've got
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
what?
Just do it in the middle of it.
Oh, that's slippery, isn't it? What to do with it? What do you think? These big workshops.
Do the detail. That's not very straight.
I know that. I was just moved out of the way so I could fit this under here. It's really slippery. Why am I struggling so much to lift this thing? Oh, it doesn't fit, does it?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Wedge it in.
You just stop with the innuendos, please. My childish self cannot take it. Work in the evening, like usual. Not my evening.
It's not evening yet.
Just it's quite evening. Definitely 3 o'clock today. Really that quiet chat's been.
They're enjoying the sun.
They're enjoying the sun. I think they all sat outside in the beer garden. I had to work on a hotel while doing the cover flashings from hell. And it was a beautiful view. And if any of you saw it, I put it on my story. Absolutely stunning view from the hotel. But unfortunately, as you look slightly down from where I was working, was a sea of people just drinking cold lager and G&Ts, which I have to tell you was torture. Okay, so that was Samundo. Let's get my Northern Friends one done next. Why don't you write an angry worded email? That'll show 'em. So this is a double cider as well. 2 for 1. Size did I say it was?
I don't remember.
See? And you haven't told me to write on it either. Now I've forgotten completely.
Okay.
How am I going to know whose it is now?
Well, what? Remember?
Oh, I've forgotten. You didn't tell me. 850. 200. The roofer that measured this was a bit vague. And I've got a sneaky suspicion when he gets it, it's not going to fit. What funny slogan can I put on it instead of his name? Or the job? Just put Northern Monkey on it. So then you can write back I'm a Southern Fairy. So, are you going to be poised ready for camera holding?
No,
On
that's
this one.
scary.
How is it scary? What's scary?
I'm not prepared to taste it.
Why would you do that? So we've got to do there is you could pop that one out there. Pop that one out and hold it.
Yeah, exactly.
And then pop that one out and hold it, and then you can just go like that and hold them both. And then
Because they're plugged in.
there might be enough lead on it if you detach it over there, and then you can hold both side by side and read the comments at the same time and get me a beer. And your arms what? Your arms won't be on it because you'll be holding 2 cameras.
I'm not going to be able to get them out of the thing.
My missus is a bit like my nan with phones. She's quite liable just to spam finger it and we'll all be looking at the ceiling.
But how am I going to get them both out of the holders? Or if I've got one in one hand, how am I going to get the other out?
Maybe I could briefly take a glove off and hold it for you.
I don't know, I can't. I know.
And I won't accidentally get your feet in the shot. Hola. I can't read what you've said there, but I am going to translate it without translating. It is lead. El plomo.
He said work with this stuff too.
Oh. No way. Who, same guy?
Yeah, that's what it says. I translated it.
Oh, damn it. I got it completely wrong. It's going in like full like national. How well travelled I am. By well travelled I mean I've met loads of people in my chat there from different countries. Ooh. Is it the same pitch? Well, I don't think the other geezer gave me a pitch, so he's getting a 35, so this guy's got a 35 as well.
Well, did he not give one?
Oh, that's a 30.
Did he not give one?
Right, just done that at 30.
Why do lead roofers get paid so much?
Is that awesome? No, it's quite a specialist trade. Not everybody gets paid a lot. You have to be quite good at it to get paid well. All jokes aside, it is a specialist trade and a very dangerous one at that if you're not careful.
Maybe you should be paid more.
Maybe I should be paid more.
Mm.
Tell my customers that. Sure they'll agree.
Well, it's come back now.
Should we name him? What should we
Mm.
call him? Philip the Fly. Philip's back. Don't go in the house. Bernard the spider's waiting for you.
Mm.
So I'm nearly at welding time. Are you ready?
No.
Why not? Come on, oh my god, they want to zoom in. Jay, Jay.
Swim on the crocodile.
What? What? I'm alright, thanks.
You can swim with
I'll film it.
crocodiles in Bristol.
You can actually do that. I'm not doing that. I jump out of a plane, off a bridge.
Who is messaging me?
I will not swim in a crocodile. You can't make me.
I can if I free you in.
You can what?
If I free you in, I could make you.
I was about to say I'd like to see you try. And then I feel better a bit. That dog keeps barking. I'm going to go outside and make all this up on a bench out there. But I really need to.
That's a bit obnoxious.
Agreed. I concur. Shut up.
For a minute.
That's it. My dominant voice has told them. Did I mention I want a bit? Where's my mate that always gives me support about this?
Actually, none of those things are on. Because it's too early.
Nah, there's sometimes in the chat like 1 in the afternoon. What? How dare they have lives? Who is it that usually gives me support? Is it Matt? Who's my drinking game buddy?
Oh.
You know the geezer
Yeah, I know.
every time someone says what are you making, we drink.
Yeah.
I need to drop him a follow if I haven't already. We have.
I think it's important you finish late.
Why?
Because I can't be bothered to do dinner late.
Let's think about it while you film this up close. That was a big sigh.
Because it's
It's
skin.
raw. Oh.
It's not going to do well.
No. Back to the fresh roll. Used all my offcuts up apart from 2. Because I'm frugal. So I did that. Frugal. Can you do my job for me?
What?
You make this one up.
Yeah.
All right.
Not a no.
You don't have to go on camera. There. Can you see me? I'm still here. God, my TikTok's so funny. What are you making? Quick, get me a beer. I am making a front apron for a chimney. Chimney. I have 3 bottles of beer by now. What? Who's what? Who's what?
It does say that.
I can't remember. Who votes the wife makes this one?
I've got you now, thanks.
And then I'll get you a beer.
I didn't want a beer.
I didn't ask if you wanted one.
I could do that.
Oh yeah? I think you should do that.
Not on that.
I want to sit and read comments. I secretly hope that the other side is going to be perfect for a gousset.
Make me yawn.
I'm going. You get me a beer?
I haven't got any. You comfortable, yeah?
You know you're lying. You've got a little smirk on your face. No, you're laughing at me. Don't make me come in there. I'll drink all the beer. Come on, I've got to try and clear this back backlog. I'll tell chat. Which one was it? That one fits. Oh, well, that's never happened before. Scratched. Of course it's not symmetrical and fits perfectly. Why would it be? My fat self thinking this was actually chocolate. Thanks, wife. I wonder if I'm allowed to do this on YouTube. Shh, they're here. So you do want me to work late?
Whereabouts in the UK are you? Any jobs from recent?
South Devon. I don't lip read.
I think he was on last time.
I am thinking about taking someone on, but then every time I think about it, I'm like, maybe not.
I'm new here. I'm guessing by the name this is Lead Sheets.
Correcto. And welcome. Pull a chair up, get yourself a beer. Let's chat.
I could just come to work with you, couldn't I?
You won't even help me do this.
What?
This. How are you going to come to work with me? You won't even get on the camera just to do live.
Yeah.
I film all
won't
my
go
work.
on camera.
How are you going to do any work if you're not on camera?
I'll do the bits that aren't.
Scratch his head. Thinks of things.
Over the other side of the roof.
Doesn't work like that.
Does something.
Sometimes I'm only working on one side of the roof.
Go the other end.
Sometimes I'm only working on a chimney. Chimney.
Who sat in there? Laid on there in the sofa under there.
Scooch mooch. Contemplating her teenage existence.
She can get paid to film you, LOL.
Well, that would be good, wouldn't it? I would love to be able to pay someone to film me. I have contemplated.
I do film you, yeah.
You do film me in here from time to time, don't you? But it'd just be like the amount of content I could put out if I had someone dedicated to filming, or I could even afford a proper camera.
Yeah, how much would you'd have to make a lot of money to pay them?
Well, they're going to want at least minimum wage, if not more, aren't they? To come out and film you.
What are you making?
I mean, I suppose if you're successful enough, I have heard that question, I'll come to that. I suppose if you're successful enough, like certain camera people would like the opportunity to come and film probably just for free because their work gets put out on a popular channel.
I'm not sure about up on a roof though. They might be scared.
And they can't have a job then, can they? Got your public liability.
What are you making?
So we're now drinking from the beer bottle every time someone asks that
No,
question.
this is the same person. You just
I'm
didn't
making a
answer.
front apron. Oh yeah, sorry. I took it on board and I told you I took it on board and
Yeah.
then completely forgot. Yeah.
So what is it?
What were we saying again? It's front apron for a chimney, so just this goes around the chimney basically with the lead work. And it forms a waterproof junction between roof and chimney. Okay, you ready to close up film?
I really don't feel that I'm going to be able to get them both out with the hole.
No is not the answer I'm looking for.
I think the wires are going to pull out of there.
Well, technically speaking, you could unplug them. It'll get a bit seasick for the chat, for 2 secs while we sort of like...
Don't touch.
Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. I'm getting up, I'm poised.
I don't want to. Can't we just move the gooseneck?
Move the gooseneck. No, we can't move the gooseneck. Because that is a right nightmare to find that position that I was trying to find. Maybe now we're actually not on the silly screen that it was on before, it might be easier. I mean, that would be really...
Oh, can we just put it in there?
No, because then it'd be on the bench and it'll be like, and then it'll vibe through and many things. What is the reason that lead is being used instead of sheet metal? Is just durability, versatility, and sustainability. Check out my merch. Sorry, it is literally that though. Right. I just need you to take cameras
I
out.
think they've gone the ones I wanted, it seems.
I haven't used my light. I was singing from the rooftop about my light, and then I haven't used it. What are you doing? You trying to film?
Oh, you wanted me to.
Are you actually going to do it?
Well, I don't know. Do you want me to or not?
I don't know. Do you want to?
No, because I don't think I'm going to be able to get them both out.
Well, what
I'd hold
about
them both.
what about if we take TikTok out now and film this one here like that? You can stand right back over here, so only your hands are in shot.
Okay.
And then you can put TikTok back when I do that side, and bring YouTube in for the other one. Thoughts?
Maybe.
What do you want a jumper for? What?
I'm cold. From the air.
Not cold, it's well hot. I think she's getting a jumper just so she can hide more from you. For the 10th time, it's a lead apron flashing for a chimney. Don't worry, Shane. Don't worry. Why have you got a big fleece on in 20-degree? Are you literally... Did you see her hand then? Did you see her hand? Did she put her hand in then?
My whole body is in it.
No, it won't.
It will.
She's actually hugging her face.
Shut up. Shut up. I don't want to do it.
Come on, you got this, kid. Let's do it. I believe in you. Come on, the guys want to see a close-up. Let's go slap. And then we'll put them back and bring the other guys in.
Okay.
Okay.
You ready?
Who's coming first? Ticky tock.
Whoever's on this one.
YouTube say hello to TikTok. Are you ready?
No, the light.
Pardon?
Can't see very well because of the light.
I think I like white ball. YouTube can see you now. Get you. Now you've done this, you've got to do it every side. Before I had an extractor, I used to be able to just talk while I was welding.
Swap.
No?
Huh?
You can have the other end. I'm scared to get in. They're nice and close so they can really see the blend of the materials together. On the back of the nozzle. Come on in, come on. Join the fun. Oxygenised.
You make me for a balaclava and gloves.
I'm in the wrong position to finish as well. Try and rotate. That did not go well. Look at that. I tried to rotate round and keep going. Well, that's not close up. Close up. There you go, bit ticky tock like that. Make sure they're back in a good angle.
Okay?
What? Yeah, looks good.
I'll move it a little bit. Who is that?
Mate, them coming in. Which one was it?
The younger one.
Teenage angst.
I feel that, you know, I didn't really need to do that.
You did. Chat
Yeah,
appreciated
no,
it as well.
Huh?
Chat appreciated it.
We didn't say so.
We thought about it though. Right, you ready?
For the 10th time, it's a lead
I read
apron
that already.
flushing for it.
Oh, that's pretty good. Pretty good. It's usually 0. Yeah, come on. Let's bring YouTube in. Let's go, YouTube. Right, Scoot. Can you not squirt water everywhere, please? Don't make me turn the live round on you.
What are you doing?
See, on the floor I've got to walk in and out of into the workshop. With my shoes on and then into the carpet and that. With your shoes on. I hate you.
What's that saying
Huh? What? Imagine trying too hard to convince someone. Imagine. Right. Can you grab the other camera so I can
Yeah.
weld this one up, please? Missus. And then I'm going to decide whether I'm doing any more or not. Do I make the apron saddle unit? You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Come on in, YouTube. Come on. You're my favourite. How else am I going to do it? Just stand in and do it.
does, yeah.
He does. That was a little bit oxygeny. But I'd committed. We went all in. We ran with it. Good camera work. Well done.
Is there a child calling out me now as well?
Don't you worry, don't you
Is that okay?
worry,
Like that?
I don't know. What's me for? Alright, YouTube side. YouTube side. TikTok side.
Yeah.
TikTok side.
Hang on a second.
I spell northern. Is it ERN? Northern.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. Can you, there's some messages on there in a minute. Yeah, what? What do you
What are you
want?
wearing up there, sir? It's front apron. Mr. Miyagi back at it again. Hello, Charlie. Is it chimney fashion? Yeah. Yeah, it is. Right on the front and the back. Isn't it right?
I don't know. You alright, girl?
Yeah, thanks for asking. Let's be nice and round the corners for him.
That t-shirt that you're leaning on his lap.
Fancy corners from a fancy northern friend. I bet the dog barking again.
I don't know if it's still. Just have to fix.
Splash of the oil. The lubrication for the penetration. Shut the door. Whip away. Okay. I'm going to put this one. Squeeze around the area of that one, I suppose. I'm really struggling to handle these today. Well on me. So I've got a funky front apron saddle thing I can make, or I can shift to 6 window trays.
What do you think?
Or I can sit outside in the sun and drink beer. It's really rough and sticky there from the units I left on there. Cleaned it and everything. I've sanded it, cleaned it, and it's still tacky. Tacky like me. Can you ever have a done this?
You're literally taking the knife in it.
Taking absolute Michael, mate. Apron, or tray. I mean, we could just prep the trays, see what time it is after that. So I've got to set up all the blocks for it and everything. This is what I don't like about window trays, it's just a bit of a rigmarole.
Well, just maybe set them up then, like you say. I really love Sam Smith says, make me a number 64, please.
Oh, no way, sounds small. Whereabouts in the country are you? Don't give your address out. Having commitment issues. I want to make the apron, but I don't. But it's also a good one to get away because that chimney will be wrapped up. I can't do the back gutter for the other one until I get to site because my roof is in impossible South Humberside. I'm going to pretend like I know where that is. I feel like it's Midlands. Am I right? My bench is
Bordered North Yorkshire to the northwest.
oh, Northern, proper Northern. Number 64. I may be persuaded to do that for you, as you are such a supportive chat friend. If I do the saddle apron, God, I run out of 300. Put it through the whole roll there.
You've got like, didn't you get some today?
Yeah, I put it through that whole roll of that. I just picked up a little bit of everything because I didn't know what I was doing. And the 390's all for window trays. I could cut them out of 450, 200, 200, yeah, because then that'll give me my 200, 200 up and over the roof.
He said, I'll pay.
They said.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, we'll chat about that. In greater detail.
So what are you going to do then?
We're going to stand there pointing at lead loads. I think I'll do. So where am I going tomorrow? We've got the schoolhouse at thingy to do a really funky window tray if that didn't get cancelled. Then I've got to do those which I've made, fit those and do colour flashing. Well, I suppose I'm not going to get all the window trays done, am I? What time is it? Is it 5? I'm not going to get all the window trays done. I don't know if I can even remember how to make the saddle apron thing.
Great guy, behind every great guy is a greater woman. That's very true.
Do you know any great guys? Oh God. I think I'm just going to sit and squat for a bit. I'm not sure getting back up.
Just pick it up.
Oh, that's 55 kilos and I've been moving lead all day and it's really
Are
heavy.
you sure you want to do it?
No, I'm not sure. You keep making me work.
I just told you I didn't want you to do it. Because that means it's going to get late for dinner.
Bullying me.
Don't do it then.
Then when will it get done?
I don't know.
Neither do I. And therein lies the problem.
I thought you'd like that, haha.
Question is, am I working Saturday?
No,
Why not?
because we won't hear the end of it.
Got to sort Camilla as well, haven't I? I can. Oh yeah.
I don't know. You've got to ring them, haven't you?
Yeah. Why would you stick the label over the... Thanks, EcoBat. They used to make these labels out of paper, and then they would just set fire because you couldn't get them off the roll. Do you know what? I don't think I've been defeated on the tape on a roll of lead for quite some time.
Quite good.
I don't think I can remember how to make these. I don't think I've ever made anything like this online. It's always generic units.
Well,
Nobody's ever watched me squirm.
do you think you should not make it?
Well, I'm going to cut off this length and I'm going to start doing and see what happens. What was the size?
So we'll have to go in and like
32. What do you mean?
feed
You
the
can't go in.
children.
You're not allowed.
Oh no, that's difficult.
Is it more beer?
No, I haven't got anything for you for lunch tonight.
Why not?
I knew I'd forgotten something.
Why not?
I forgot to go.
Do you hate me?
Maybe I'll be able to find something.
Sure you'll work your magic. With your good wifery. Can you lift this roll down? I've had enough lifting lead for one day.
Why are you lifting it back down?
Well, because I've finished with it and I don't need the rest of it. Ugh. Right, let's do a little reminder template-y thing. Let's see if I can
You'll
figure
never lift that down now, LOL.
I don't know what I've done, but you're right. Whatevs. Right, so let's pretend we're doing a mini version. This is how I figure stuff out when I'm not sure. I either use a little mini bit of scrap lead or cardboard is quite handy as well. Building paper if we're doing big stuff and I've got to figure it out. So basically, what you saw me make then, the chimney apron. I've got to do that, but the chimney falls right on where the ridge line comes. So what we've got to do is we have to incorporate that into what you just saw me making. And that's what's getting a bit confusing. So we're going to do it on a bit of scrap. So if you imagine we have our upstand against the chimney like so, with our roof coming down. I think I cut down the line of the chimney from memory. And then I'm pretty sure I then turn it like a saddle that way, and then I just weld a piece in there, which is really awkward to weld. I'm pretty sure. And then that would sit like that. So you've got your two roofs coming up, your chimney coming down here, and one of those things we saw on the front, and we do that both sides.
Matthew said cut it with a knife doesn't distort the lead then.
No, but it does distort my fingertips when I cut them off.
Yeah. What are you making, Andy said?
I'm trying to make a saddle apron, which I think I've got down. I don't know if I want to go full commitment on it.
I think we should finish then.
You think I should finish? I mean, that's not very supportive.
Well, I think that you'll be moaning.
What about?
Working late.
I like working late. It's my favourite.
Okay, well then do it.
You do it.
I am. So with you.
Let's cut it down.
Luke said fair play, very good at what you do.
Thank you. Right, so it's 200 in. And then my imperial friend has sent me 32 inches, which in today's money is $8.15. And that leaves 200 out the other side of the chimney. Now I would like 200 mil or 8 inches down the roof. There's a trip over everything in my workshop because my workshop's not big enough. Imagine that, full sit down on camera.
That would be quite funny.
You'd enjoy that, wouldn't you? That would be much to your pleasure. Right, so let's mark the two ends out.
Really love Sam Smith said, have you made a catalogue of all that you've made?
No, the only catalogue I have made is social media accounts, which has pretty much everything on it that I've done in great detail. So it's quite handy if you ever want to look back at stuff and you're like, oh, did I do that right or that wrong? Alright, so now we're going to mark our upstand for the chimney breast. So, do I need that all done? Just do 300. Take that through. Let's take that right through.
Is that nice?
Motorbike. Yeah, I can leave it on. We'll leave it on. Leaving it on.
Phil says, does the wife ever have a trial? You do.
She's had it quite well. Then there is a video somewhere on the page. Did quite well. She did turn around to me and go, oh, I can do that. And I went, oh, can you now? She went, yeah. I went, oh, I'll train you. She went, no, I don't need help. So she took it upon herself to have a go without any help or instruction. Did a little mess, a couple of little spots here and there were melted, and then we did a quick tutorial on camera, and probably in about that distance I shut my mouth and she carried on probably about that far, welded the whole thing up quite nicely.
I think I'll have another go soon.
Good student, good teacher, which I'm not sure.
The first one, I think.
I think you should go now on live.
No.
Come on.
No.
Why not?
I don't want to do it online.
Do it on live. Full commitment. I'm not thinking.
Well done.
Well done.
Good on her. We all start somewhere.
I'm hoping she's going to take the reins. We're going to swap roles.
He's saying go on. No, I don't want to.
Yeah, do it.
No, that's
Do it.
scary.
Do it. What's scary? What are you worried about? You worried the
I
lead
couldn't
gods are
stop
going to come and judge
I
you.
couldn't stop laughing.
You did do a lot of laughing. She sat there welding going, ooh.
You do it. Hi mate, I just started learning welding and lead work. Have you got any tips?
Hey man, yeah, 100%. Practice a lot. One of the best tips I give people is play with the flame. Don't try and get it right. Mess about, turn your heat right up so it's ridiculous. Try and weld and see what happens. Turn your heat right down so it's really not that hot. Try and weld, see what happens. Find your little happy place in that temperature where you feel like you're at home, and then go from there. That's like quite a sort of life hack, shortcut. You know, that works really well. Just mess about. Don't try and be a brilliant welder overnight. Same goes for like dressing lead and everything in between. Just play with it, smash it till it splits, so you understand when it splits, rather than trying to get it right from the start. Obviously not on the job. Don't do that.
Sounds logical.
Oh, you got some gusset lead.
Oh yeah.
It's not dusty and old. That might even be enough to do the gussets on this. Okay, sugar.
Oh, what's that there? Some lead there.
That's a lead weight to stop the camera bench
Well, I
falling
know
over.
what it is. But
You asked.
you were looking for some lead. There's some lead.
Right. I think I've got a little bit too much.
Cheers, mate. We'll give it a go.
Yeah, man. Just keep on keeping on.
Is that Harbour Freight metal?
Harbor freight metal. No, it most definitely is not. This is lead. Glorious lead.
What's that?
What's what?
What level is that?
Harbor freight metal. It's not that
Oh.
though. Funky units. I'm not sure if I invented this unit, the saddle apron. I've never seen another person do this, and I have never seen it in the book of lead, the Bible of lead work, or at college. So I'm claiming it my own. The Lead Works Southwest adult saddle apron. I'm going to call it an adult apron. An adult apron. Let's just call it that.
Someone said it's like watching grass grow.
Okay. I'm not sure if that's a compliment or not, but thanks. I quite like the sound of watching grass grow.
Someone.
The irony is someone is cutting their grass around me as we speak.
I really love Samson. Says see going to Forbes for fish and chips with the daughter and grandson.
Oh, don't say that. My
Oh.
wife's been on about eating fish
I
and chips all
wanted
day.
fish and chips and curry sauce.
Thanks for coming on, and we'll speak soon about your number, yeah?
Did this in high school. It was fun. Beautiful Bluey.
You did not do this in high school. Is that, when you say high school, you mean American welding? They get to learn to weld at school in America.
Look at that.
Yeah, I've seen them in the comments chatting about it. This is actually lead. Unless you're from Texas, maybe? Might have learned something.
Same. Tomato, lead, Harbour Freight.
Fair play. I'll take that. Touche.
Beautiful bluey. Magic. I really love Sam Smith said magic.
Have yourself a nice evening.
It's don't cut the grass May, give the bees and insects time to flourish.
Yeah, man. I'm all in on that.
It's definitely some people cutting the grass out.
Yeah, everybody's cutting the grass.
Amazing.
Why do I feel like it's still massive?
Brooklyn Plum first said, I do welding.
Welcome, brother. It's nice that we can all agree it's welding. Spanky stick, spanky stick. I am fresh out of beer, love. You know what I mean? So I've got a curved side in it. You know what I mean, Gav? Get me.
What's being stuck together just in?
What's
No.
been yeah.
What you making?
I'm making an what did I call it? An adult apron.
Here's the job, I can do that.
You give me a job.
You're definitely going to stand on that, under there.
What?
They're like, you know.
Saddles? I have every faith in myself.
Well, you were just very close. When you squash it, don't they?
As if. Moi complain. I've already got this wrong 3
Here's
times.
the job.
What Gav now?
Can you talk while cutting the corners for the welds, different pitch, etc.?
Can I what? Talk?
Well, it says talk, yeah.
Right, read it again.
Can you talk while cutting the corners for the welds, different pitch, etc.?
My head hurts. I'm assuming that was a one of those spell check moments where it's all gone a bit wrong. My head's trying to compute it and it's not computing. It's probably me.
Explain, sorry. Oh, can you explain while cutting the corners for the welds, different pitch, etc.?
I can, but you probably don't want me to do on this so much because this is a bit of a freak unit. It's a bit of a mutant.
Where have you gone?
Oh no, am I not there?
Yeah,
Am I not there on the other one?
I think it's just when you weren't talking for a minute.
Well, I'm here.
Oh, screen's gone black.
Oh, what?
It hasn't on ours though,
What do you mean? Screen's gone black and it hasn't on ours. Oh, he said the screen's gone
so.
black.
No, yeah, his screen's gone black, but ours aren't, are they? Well, I think that mic is a bit
I think it's warm.
Screen's gone black. I don't know, is it back now because it's okay on ours?
Oh.
Well, it is. We've got. I'm on live on my phone.
Right, I'm not arguing about it. Calm down.
Why are you saying?
Jesus.
Why are you saying what you know? I can see it. I can still see it. I can still see it. Mine's fine. Oops, you're back. Might be me. All good again.
Welcome back. Okay.
It says something about what gauge is it, and is it aluminium or sheet? Steel.
Lead. More glass, more. Oh, shot.
You right?
Yeah. And now.
What, that I'm back?
With my beer.
Oh.
No, just your pretty face, sorry. Not beer.
Have you read these?
Probably not.
What you making?
Yeah, I got them. Well, no, I did not get them. I lie.
Is it lead saddle either side?
Yeah, saddle, apron thing. Will be. So 35 degrees.
Are you doing lead flashing type work? Is it aluminium? I got a call as you explained what you were saying, sorry.
Oh yeah, it's lead, yeah. It's all lead. Which goes around the chimney. Chimney.
10, 2,
I know Sam Smith's made me hungry.
I know.
God damn it. Oh, dummy, please. Right, so we're going to crank the two ends over now to the roof pitch, and then theoretically speaking, we're going to maybe make a gusset for that, and I'll decide if I'm going to weld it or not. Because strategically on camera it's quite hard to do because I have to upend it and stuff. Bit of a chore, to be honest.
Maybe one week and if it's nice space and then get the chips.
I quite fancy sitting on the bench at the beach again.
I mean, so it depends on the gigs, doesn't it?
Why?
We can go and do that further afield with the little one. Just go a bit earlier.
Well,
You will if it's the right place.
right day.
Yeah, the right day and place.
Try that now.
Not really.
Okay.
Do you want me to? I think 5 more minutes is alright. 20 past 5.
Let's just fall off the bench.
Oh, I've forgotten.
Oh, I have not turned the magic worm.
Flashing, I thought that. Why do you cut it? Just boss it around.
Oh, yeah, just boss it around. Just boss it up. I can boss it. I wouldn't use this thickness of lead to boss it. And on the bench, I wouldn't boss anything really. I would on site. I do love a bossing. Oh, God. Instant regret for not doing this first.
You have a tidy workshop means a lot.
Thank you. It also means a lot that you noticed.
And someone else has tagged him and said he's married.
Open to offers though. If he likes a tidy workshop, you know, come across those guys very often. So these little bits I'm turning over to stop the water tracking under the ridge. much I'd love to just do some bossing now. I'd like to do some bossing.
Now?
Yeah, right now. I'm going to move. Smack some lead around. Now he said it. Not good.
Ben said hello, buddy.
What's up, Ben? How's it going, mate? Adult apron. Find that funny, do you? Wrecked all my hard work. Just get bullied by chat and get bullied by you.
Can't actually see that very well.
Sorry?
Can't see that well on there.
Well, to be brutally honest,
Might be wrong.
I don't think I can't even see. This is the problem with this unit, right? So now I've got to weld a square of lead in here. Now, I could do this in situ, I could also do this sat on something now, but I like a really good strong weld on it, so it's got to be welded almost 3 times. So do a fillet weld down, fillet weld up, flip it, stitch the back up, flip it back over, and then I'll go over that weld with the pass that everyone loves, usually in teardrop form.
Aidan says it makes it easier to work, to do jobs when a place is tidy. I'm married too, haha.
We don't have to tell them. We can talk about benches and workshops.
Harry said, whereabouts do you get your bottles from? Looking to swap from acetylene to propylene.
So I use Adams gas, and the fantastic thing about Adams gas over BOC is they don't charge you rental fees each month for your gas.
Yeah, so Aidan's just said, what do you use, oxy and acetylene? So
Propylene.
propylene. What are you making?
An adult apron. This is a unit for around a chimney, and it is basically one of these twinned with one of these. So we're doing this kind of thing.
Harry said, will I have to get a new hose to swap from acetylene?
Yeah, so I used an acetylene regulator and hose for nearly a year, no problems at all, but they do recommend that you do use propylene specific regulator and hose and nozzle, because it breaks down the workings inside, because it's a liquid form gas or something. I don't really know the technicalities, but yes, you should change it, but you will get by on your acetylene kit for now. But for 35, 40 quid, I mean, you may as well do it. But the most important thing I will say is change your nozzle to a daisy nozzle. Whether or not you can see this in your camera. So YouTube, I'll show you in a sec as well. There's a pinhole in the middle with pinholes all the way around it. That's called a daisy nozzle. Because propylene blows out a lot easier, by having the extra holes in it, when the wind blows, it doesn't tend to blow out so much.
Oh, he said that's gas. Aidan said, oh, is propylene as hot as acetylene, or do you need the heat?
When you use it, it will feel exactly the same as acetylene. Has a slightly different finish. I like to run the oxygen a little bit higher, and that gives it a nice shiny bead. But generally speaking, you won't notice the difference. The flame tip has got more of a point to it than a ball. But generally speaking, it's basically the same.
Harry said, I think I've seen them. Is it orange and blue? Yeah, the hoses are.
Yeah, mine are, yeah. The regulator looks exactly the same, it's just orange got an orange knob on it, yeah, and the hoses are orange on it for the propylene specific. You can use propane through them as well. So like if you're running a small kit with MAP gas, you can run an oxygen with one of these and run it off that. Oh, that's a lovely noise, isn't it?
Aidan said, I know the burning nozzles are different, 2-piece or 1-piece.
It is, I think it is in 2 bits, but I don't know why. Right, size. Why haven't you read his designs comment?
Oh, I don't know what it is.
Did it not translate?
Well, I'm having trouble. Sometimes I can get them to translate and sometimes I can't. Sometimes it's trying to message them back.
We'll just go for extra size because there's probably a really easy way of figuring this measurement out. But we'll just go for 200. So extra, 250, 250. Or 450 square. Let's have some order, shall we? Lumpy back. Behave yourself. I will turn the camera around on you one day.
Stop.
Should we do it now?
No.
Tip to be square.
It could be a bit cheaper. Come back today.
You what?
I thought the come back today would be a bit cheaper.
The what? Oh, okay.
Oh, what have I just deleted?
My back aches.
Oh, I've just got rid of it. Can you
What?
just check the messages?
I can't check nothing. Oh, on these.
No.
Acetylene burns hotter. Lovely, tidy as you go. Will it be a breeze more than a weld? Aidan, don't start. Don't start. Come on, Aidan. Let's hold it together, mate. Let's just call it welding and move on. Yeah, probably acetylene does burn hotter, but the feel of the gas when you're using it and the amount you use, that sort of thing, certainly doesn't feel any different. See that move then? Gives me hives. The reason being I don't want it scratched. So you see that little shiny bit there, and there. That's just literally where it shimmied on the bench. that's not big enough. I reckon if we go diagonally, it's still not big enough. So that's awesome.
Alright, once you cut the bit off that's hitting the work, then surely.
I'm not sure you're correct. Unless you're correct, then you might be correct.
Maybe a little bit more.
I mean, that's good enough. But it's still annoying nonetheless. We'll just trim that a little bit off there. Okay. Now what?
What you breaking?
My brain. So obviously this is, for me at least, a very tricky little weld to deal with. So I'm going to try and weld this up and that up. Anywho.
Oh, hang on a minute.
Right, big lamp.
Interesting, never seen lead welded. Oops, just in. It's all welding, just different types, I believe.
Oh, I'm in full agreement with that. Are you? Ah.
Where's she going? Oh, that's not till like 7 or something.
Didn't she go the other day?
Hang on. Yes, no, that was a week ago.
No way. So now I'm contemplating whether I actually mark and cut that off or stitch it all up, put some welds on it, and then cut it from behind to suit, which I think that's probably the best idea. 3,700 likes. Oh my god, guys. Thank you. Oh, well, nice. And then obviously we'll just cut a bit of that off. Okay. Love watching you work, fella. Artistry. Thanks, Rob. It's more like quantum physics at the moment for me. Right. Do I call that a day? Should we call that a day? I don't know. I also wish I'd cut that there. Or do I?
What?
No, that's normal saddle size. The ridge will come in around here. I like this to be inside ridge line so it doesn't kick the ridge up.
Mm.
But I feel like it's, I don't know why, I feel like it's bigger than normal. It's not though. Right. Stitch it or not? Thoughts? If I stitch it, then I'm probably going to weld the whole thing up.
Just leave it there.
Which I'm not sure I've got it in me.
No, just leave it.
It's quite a challenge.
Just leave it.
Got to be rotated on several different angles and reinforced. Shall we? Should we wrap this up? Right, anyone got any questions before we go?
How long have you been doing lead work?
About 20, 24 years, something like that. Well, about 20 years dedicated lead work and 24 with roofing.